The suspect in a U.S. school shooting that left 10 people dead spared his friends so they could tell his story, police say. Officers say 17-year-old Mitrios Pagurtzis, who has been charged with capital murder, has admitted storming an art classroom and killing 10 people. Charging documents released by police in Santa Fe, Texas, say he avoided students he liked in the rampage so they would communicate his story afterwards. The town is grieving for those killed in the attack as investigators try to identify a motive. The victims of the attack, students aged between 15 and 17, and 2 teachers, include Sabika Sheikh, an exchange student from Pakistan, who had planned to return home during next month's Eid celebration to visit her family. Speaking to journalists from Karachi, her father described the tragedy as a nightmare and said he had kept trying to call and WhatsApp Sabika. "Never before had my daughter failed to reply," he said. A crowdfunder for the family of 15-year-old Angelique Ramirez, who was described as a kind, compassionate and caring individual, raised more than $13,000 in less than a day. Many of those killed, including Aaron Kyle McLeod and Jared Black, were in their favorite class, art, when the gunman opened fire on them. Teachers Ann Perkins, 64, and Cynthia Tisdale, 63, were also killed. The mother of victim Shauna Fisher said her daughter had rejected the romantic advances of Pagurtzis in the weeks before the shooting. The 17-year-old suspect had continued to get more aggressive after being turned down by Shauna, who finally stood up to him and embarrassed him, she said. Pagurtzis' lawyer said he knew nothing of the accounts. Student activists, many of whom mobilized after a mass shooting at Parkland School in Florida earlier in the year, responded to the latest attack by calling for further scrutiny on gun laws in the U.S. Survivors of the shooting have revealed horrifying accounts of hiding with the bodies of their deceased classmates as the gunman went into 4 classrooms. Freshman Abel San Miguel said he watched his friend Chris Stone get killed by a gunshot and said he survived by playing dead after being grazed across the shoulder by a bullet. "We were on the ground, all piled up in random positions," he said. Another student, Brianna Quintanilla, said the suspect had walked into the classroom and pointed his gun at one student, saying, "I'm going to kill you," before shooting them. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said Pagurtzis had planned to commit suicide after the shooting, but didn't have the courage. He had explosive devices as well as firearms that he obtained from his parents, Mr. Abbott said, and had posted photographs wearing a t-shirt that said "Born to Kill" on Facebook. Pagurtzis' family said on Saturday that although they were in the dark about the attack, they felt media reports on the massacre were incompatible with the boy we love.